Hi there, welcome. Today's recipe is slow cooked leg of lamb with mint, new potatoes and glazed carrots. Okay, first thing what we're gonna do, I've got some new potatoes here which are washed. I covered them with water, cold water, added a bay leaf and some salt, and we are going to turn them on, bring them to the boil, and we're gonna let them cook for around 20 to 25 minutes. Then what we're gonna do, I've got a frying pan in here, we're gonna turn it on and we're going to add a little bit oil and some salt as well. Then, while we've got the potatoes going and the frying pan heating up, we're going to start preparing the mirepoix. I've got an onion here. We're going to peel it, roughly cut it, and we're going to put it into this container for now. So that's the onion. Now we're gonna give nice good brown color to this beautiful leg of lamb here. In the meantime, we're going to continue with the mirepoix. So we are going to roughly cut the onion. Then I've got 2 carrots in here. They are washed already. We're going to roughly cut the carrots and we're going to put them into this container. That's the carrots. I'm going to turn that one for now. Then I've got some garlic cloves peeled already, and I'm going to add around 4 or 5 cloves in there. Then I've got some sticks of celery. We're going to roughly cut them. And again, we're going to add them into this container for the time being. Then, to keep an eye, we make sure we give a good, nice color. Then I've got a leek in here. We're going to open it by fork and we are going to give it a good wash, because sometimes you can find this oil in between the leaves. And we're going to roughly cut the leek In the meantime, we keep gonna roughly cut the leek. And again, we're going to put it with the vegetables here. So that's the leek. Now, beautiful, look at that. Now, as you can see, this is the mirepoix, but we need to add bay leaf, some rosemary, some thyme, and peppercorns as well. So now we've got the full mirepoix here. What we're going to do, we're going to remove the leg of lamb onto this tray, and we're going to add the mirepoix and start cooking it. Before that, I'm going to just seal this part. And as you can see, we've got the lamb nice, beautiful color. Now, we're going to add the mirepoix in there. And we're going to cook this mirepoix for about 4 to 5 minutes. Now, remember, for the method, ingredients and the recipe, please do log on our website, robbenjays.com. There you can find much more recipes from meat, fish, salads as well. And also we are working to continue producing the weekly menu, where with the shopping list as well, where we doing our best to facilitate everyone planning. And yes, because like I always say, cooking is not that difficult. The most difficult part is planning, the shopping wise, bring that shopping in the kitchen. Those are the most difficult part. When you've got those ready, you will easily execute a plate of food. So now, after this, another minute or so, we're going to add the tomato puree. We cook for another 2 to 3 minutes, and then we add the red wine and the beef stock, and we finish it in the oven. So now what we need to do is we're going to turn the oven on. That's the oven on mark between 4 and 5. is the equivalent of 165 Celsius to 175 Celsius. And now we're going to add the tomato puree. The new potatoes is boiling now. Gonna let that there to cook. Now we're gonna cook the tomato puree for about 2 to 3 minutes. The tomato puree will give us the thickness of the gravy and also that nice rich color as well. So in the meantime, what we're going to do, please also do share our work, so we encourage more families to go into the kitchen and cook for themselves, and thank you very much for that. So now what we're going to do, we're going to start the carrots in the meantime, which are very easy. So I've got 4 carrots which are washed here, not peeled, and I'm going to take the top and bottom off, and we're going to cut them into chunk pieces. And we're going to put them into this pot here. Then we will cover them with water, little bit of butter, and we cook them. So the tomato puree and vegetables are cooked. Now we're going to add the red wine. I love that noise. And we're going to continue with the carrots. Take the top off, the bottom off, and chunk pieces. Now I'm going to cover the carrots with cold water, and I'm going to add a little bit butter. On top, and I'm going to cover them with greaseproof paper. But before I do that, this is reduced. I'm going to add the cubes in there, and I'm going to add 500 milliliters of water there. I'm going to give it a good stir, and we're going to bring it to the boil. So now I'm going to do the greaseproof paper. So I'm going to cut a piece like that, then fold as a triangle again and again and again, and with the scissors we will cut that off. and we end up with a little bit round greaseproof paper. We'll cover that, and we're going to turn the carrots on, bring them to the boil, simmer them for about 6 to 7 minutes. So that's the carrots going. This is boiling now. What we're going to do, we're going to turn this one off there, and we're going to put it nicely there. Beautiful. Now we're gonna add this lamb on top like that, and we are going to cover this with foil. Oops. Now this part, make sure you cover the lamb very, very tight. The last thing we want is any steam to escape. We make sure that there's no holes in the foil. Good. What I'm going to do, I'm going to make another one in the middle to make sure, because if we have this steam escaping, the lamb will not cook. Beautiful. So we are going to finish this leg of lamb in the oven for about 1 hour 45 minutes. So the lamb is on, the carrot is going. We're going to check the new potato. So the new potatoes are done. What we're going to do, we're going to turn them off, and we are going to leave them there in the water, not a problem. So when it comes for serving, I will let you know how we're going to finish the dish. Again, the carrots, bring them to the boil, simmer 7 minutes. When they're done, switch them off, drain them, and you can leave them in there, or otherwise leave them in the water. It's okay. And then we come back and we finish the dish. So now, after 1 hour 45 minutes, what we're going to do, we're going to turn off the oven, take the lamb out, gentle, always be careful because the steam in there Look at that. So now what we're going to do, we're going to move the lamb in here to rest, and we are going to pass the gravy into this saucepan. Nicely. There. And we're going to leave it there. Don't worry, any gravy comes in, I'm going to top it up. And we're going to turn the sauce, and we're going to bring it to the boil and let it simmer until it's time to use it. Like that, on a low heat, and we're going to leave it there to kind of reduce, but still we can use it. Then what we're going to do, we are going to drain the potato, the new potato, there. We are going to take the portion, which one to serve, add a little bit of olive oil, and I've got some mint, and we can add the mint there and turn it on a low heat. So that's the new potato. Now for the carrots. What we're going to do with the carrots, we're going to drain them. It's time to serve. And again, I'm going to pick up a portion there. I'm going to add a little bit butter, and I'm going to turn the carrots on. You can put the potato a bit high. And now what we're going to do, we're going to cut the lamb and we can serve. Ideally, you can leave the lamb to cook, to rest, sorry, much more. All right? And we can plate. Like I said, ideally, you leave the lamb to rest more time. It's beautiful. There you go. So now we can just serve this beautiful meal. Turn off potato. Here's the potato. The carrots. beautiful lamb and the gravy. There you go. We can leave the gravy to reduce, no problem. Slow cooked leg of lamb with minced new potatoes and glazed carrots. For more video recipes, please click the right hand button to subscribe to our YouTube channel to receive more recipe ideas. And thank you very much for watching and have a good day. Bye now, bye bye.